Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. By watchers, cross watchers, all are welcome. All watchers, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so reverse the roles as needed. Time and energies are fluid. If or when I say he or she on accident, I do apologize in advance. It's not about the gender, it's about the energies and the characteristics that come through. That being said, this is a reading for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What we'll do is we'll pull the energy of your person, the person who's most on your mind during the time of this reading. Their energy is on this side, your energy on this side. Again, reverse it. If you feel like you resonate more with this side, then that is what it is. The mutual energy in between, some potential outcomes, and then we'll wrap it all up with some oracle cards, all right? This is for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The person who's most on their mind, please. Let's get the energy for the person who's most on our Aries mind, please. Could be a water sign, that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be a Capricorn. More water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be a Leo. Capricorn, Aquarius, possibly Libra, Gemini. That's Pisces. And Aries or Aquarius. So the mutual energy between the two, please. Let's get a couple cards for the mutual energy between the two. Okay, so we do kind of have a true pair here. They're not the best pair. So let's see what's going on here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Definitely someone or two people walking away to find their fulfillment, their self-fulfillment, and they're using their intuition and sticking to what they believe here, okay? So I see either one or both people walking away to find their self-fulfillment, and this is being called intuitively, and they're not really willing to budge. They're going to stick to what they believe is right for them. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the person who's most on your mind, Aries, it looks like you bring them a lot of happiness with the Sun and the Ace of Cups. There's no denying that you bring them a lot of joy, but it could be to the point of, it could be an unhealthy level of attachment here with the Devil card. Okay, there could be some codependency here. Yeah. It might be some codependency. The Knight of Cups can be attached to Pisces, and Pisces is known to be very dreamy, very extremely loving and romantic, but very dreamy, not as realistic. So I don't know if this person is just very just so invested in this that it makes you feel a little suffocated or makes you want to withdraw a little bit, Aries. But I'm feeling a lot of intensity and happiness and joy and just very single visioned, hyper focused onto this relationship and in what has either already become or can become a very toxic situation because it's just too codependent. And so that's it seems to be the only thing that they're occupied with. So you on this hand, going into your energy, you're holding back right now with the Four of Pentacles here, okay? You're holding back, and if you've not already done it, a lot of you are probably going to go ahead and tell this person what it is that's really on your mind. You're gonna say it like it is. You're probably gonna tell this person you're way too invested in this, you need to have other things going on in your life. And this is really gonna make you look at things in a different perspective here with the Hangman. And this is probably what's gonna kind of push you to want to go and explore other things. Now, hopefully you're doing it the right way. Hopefully you're not exploring other relationships while you're still attached to one person. Hopefully first you're taking the step to cleanly break away from someone, break up with someone cleanly and kindly and as best as you can before you explore other options, whether that's another relationship or whether that's just other interests and hobbies or career, whatever these other options are for you with the Fool card. But it is looking like you are more towards the side. Aries, cross watchers, whoever is on this side is more leaning towards pulling away and exploring other things, because this is just too all-consuming. This energy on this side is just too consuming, and it's just not healthy. And I think the person on this side knows that, or at least needs more freedom, freedom and individuality and time to do their own thing, versus the person on this side who this person is more happy in like a 24/7 attachment all the time with their person. The mutual energy in between is that you both do want justice and clarity. I mean, you have the King of Swords and Justice card. So you both want clarity, you want precision, I feel like there's coldness going on. There's coldness, there's isolation, there's probably some strategy. I don't know if with the Justice card and the Devil card, for some of you, you're probably going through a divorce right now, and that's where all the coldness is coming from. Okay, the Justice card can represent legal matters. So some of you are going through a divorce right now, or if this is a business matter or a friendship or whatever, or whatever it is, if there were any contracts involved, if there were any properties owned together, or anything that you owned with this person, you're working on dividing it in whatever way that you both come to terms with. So in that process, I feel like at the moment, it's very like rigid and not a lot of emotions involved right now, whereas before this was just something very happy and very overflowing for this person. Right now you're also seeing this cold side of them as they are seeing of you, that you maybe didn't see or expect before. But I'm sorry for those of you who you were hoping for a different outcome. That's just what I'm seeing for you right now, and you choose which side you're on. But there is one side who's more attached and invested. Being too attached doesn't always mean more invested. It's just too attached. I'm not seeing anything about more or less investment, so I said that wrong. It's more about like being codependent and too attached. And the other person just feeling a little suffocated and realizing because of this relationship that they need something that's more, not saying that they want an open relationship, but they want someone who has other things going in life other than just devoting themselves to a relationship. We're going to pull a couple of potential outcomes here. I like to emphasize the word potential because remember, we are the creators of our destiny. So if you do not like the outcomes that come through, you are in full control of the words you speak, the actions you take, and the energies that you entertain. And those things are what are going to go ahead and determine your potential outcome. If you don't like that, change your words and actions and thoughts and vibrations, and your outcomes will change as well, okay? So let's get some potential outcomes for our Aries and the person who's most on their mind, please. Okay, so potential outcome, you guys are looking out and hoping for the best in return. There's a lot of disappointment attached here. I think you are feeling suffocated, but you do have love for this person, Aries, or you have feelings for this person. So there is disappointment in the long run that it didn't work out, but you had to be real about it. I think the separation is going to help in the long run here. For those of you who are not going through with a complete divorce, if those of you who are just going through a separation, I think this separation is healthy. I think this will give each other the time and space to realize for the Aries or the person on this side to realize that, okay, I've had my time away, and I understand from this time away that this person does matter enough for me to want and try to talk things through and work things through. And if this person needs counseling on codependency or therapy or something like that, I'm going to help this person, and whatever it is, try to come to a solution. But you're going to work together, and this separation and time apart is also going to be enlightening for this person who's just too heavy into, like, just too much just too much, right? It's going to give them the time and space to understand that this really is not healthy, that really Aries did make a good point. I need to have healthy hobbies and interests outside of this relationship. The key word being healthy, right? So this person's going to come to a realization. This person's going to come to a realization. And I think that after some time apart, and a lot of disappointment and heartache, realizing that you both really do mean a lot to each other, I think you are going to learn that this is going to take work, and you're going to learn that both of you are going to have to put the work into it, because you really do want the Ten of Pentacles here with each other. And the Ten of Pentacles is the everything card, everything you could ever want and ask for, right? With the cherry on top. So that's financial stability, that's emotional stability, that's longevity, that's commitment, that's everything, happiness, everything, dreams come true. But it takes the work of coming together with the Three of Pentacles, coming together and working on it together to get to this. And so those of you in the darkness right now, those of you who are like uncertain, maybe you've already broken up here, and you've said some cutting words, and you were not eye to eye, and you were being very cold to each other. But I think this time apart is really required. Even after all of that, I think when you finally separate, that time and space is going to be healthy, to help you both realize that, I need to do better, and I need to communicate better, and my person also needs to do better, and they need to communicate better, and we need to do better at working together and understanding each other, and coming to a mutual agreement. So yes, it's hard right now. Yes, it's devastating right now. It's cold possibly right now. You're not able to see each other's point of view, but eventually, when and if you do, you are going to come back stronger, I feel like. And this is a really good outcome, because this is rarely the outcome where people are able to realize the value in the other person, and come back and put the self-work required. It's easy to tell the other person, it's easy to point a finger and tell the other person, it was you, it was this, it was that, and it was that you need to do in yourself. That's easy, but what about what I need to do, right? So both of you need to come back and point the finger at your own self, myself. What can I do to better, be better, and do better? And if both of you do that, I think there's beautiful possibilities here. Let's get a couple of messages of love oracles to wrap this up. This is for our Aries and the person most on their mind, please. It says past life love. Your soul remembers the intense connection. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Like you're gonna past life love, reconciliation, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna realize that you had a great thing with this person. You appreciated them for their own reasons that maybe you didn't realize when you were together. As clingy as this person seems, you did love their dependability, their empathy, their adoration. You did love that about them, Aries. And for the person on this side, as speedy or whatever it seemed to you, that you were overflowing. You can't deny that you really felt deep for this person. So it does feel like a very strong bond that you both have, or are either going through a separation or wanting to separate, or whatever it is, but you feel like it's something you want to come back to and work on, because there's an intensity about it that you can't deny either. So you're going to need to put in the work to make it work, okay? Let's get a couple other cards. Retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And that's exactly what I was saying. This time apart is exactly what people need sometimes, okay? To see things in a different light, you need time and space, okay? So go out and do your own thing with the Fool card here, so you can look at it in a different angle with the Hanged Man. So those of you who take this reading from the universe as kind of like if you're going through a rocky patch with your Aries or cross watchers, whoever, if you're going through a rocky patch right now and you identify as a clingy person, before it gets to the point where you both break up, before it gets to the point, take this message as a message from the universe to give your Aries that space so they have that time without having to break up. Just give them that healthy space required in a healthy, balanced relationship for them to adventure out in their interests and their hobbies and things that they like to do. Remember, that doesn't mean we allow our person to to go off and be unfaithful. That's not what it means, but it means that they're allowed to have their hobbies and interests and hang out with friends as long as they're being faithful and thoughtful and things like that, right? It should not be constricting, but it should also not be abusive either. So retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge is exactly what I'm feeling as well for this dynamic here. One more card, please. And it says, oh, strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. So it could be that with the Devil card too. The Devil card can indicate just a lot of sexuality or just too much sexual, or maybe that's all it is. And sometimes maybe the person on this side thinks that this is something deeper because the sex is really good, maybe. Or maybe the person on this side like also is sticking around because the sex is really good but it's not healthy. Whatever it is, try to think about that as well. Do you guys have a healthy balance of other activities you perform together outside of the sex? Like, is it really healthy, or is that really all that's going on for you two? Is that all that this relationship is based on? And if that falls apart, everything falls apart. So quite a few things to think about and consider. This is what I have for you, Aries and cross watchers. I hope this helps or resonates in any way. If it does, I would greatly appreciate if you would like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, sending you lots of love, light, and beautiful vibrations. Bye for now.